This little mini demonstration is going to be how to set up this router table. This router table, we change bits all the time, whereas a lot of my other ones, we keep the same bit and it does the same thing over and over again, and we never change it. This one, however, we do. Now, the parts you're going to need, this little plastic Y-shaped tool, two angled wrenches, and this Allen wrench on a handle. And all of these tools are found in the top drawer on the back, just right here. Now, we also have the new bit that we want, whatever that happens to be. Now, I have 1/4 inch shank bits and 1/2 inch shank bits. Both of the collets, which I'll show you in a second, are in the same drawer. So if you need to change out the collet, I'll show you how to do that. First, take your Y tool, put the pegs in the little holes. This is reverse threaded, so I need to tighten, and it pops right out. We'll just set that aside. I need to raise this bit up, so there's no gap here, very small. So we take the Allen wrench, put it in this corner hole right here, just fits in, and start turning. Now, once you feel some resistance, this is about 1/8 of an inch away, you got to stop. If you keep going and just keep cranking, you're going to pop off one of the gears that raises this up. I've done it before, so I know it's going to happen. So as soon as you're close, stop. That's why these are angled, so I can get down in there. Now from here, there are two collets. There are two bolts, if you will. They're both hex head. So one of these goes down to the bottom bolt, okay, that holds the collet is what this is called. And I basically just need to unscrew the collet from that bottom bolt. So you can put them about at an angle like this and just unscrew. And then you hand unscrew it until you'll feel it get tight, and then you go past it. Now it's nice and loose, and that pops out. Just lay that aside. So this is what I talk about. If I pull this all the way out, this is called a collet. That has a 1/4 inch hole. I have another one that has a 1/2 inch hole. Depends on the router bit you're using. So in this case, I'm just going to put it back in because I'm putting a small one in there in its place. So I'm not tightening it all the way down, or if you do, just loosen a little. This bit is what we're going to use next for whatever the process is, and I need it to stick out. Do not push it all the way down and try to tighten. It won't tighten. So have it come out just a little bit, just like a drill press, if you will. That bit's got to be out a little. And then hand tighten, take your wrench and snug it up. You don't have to go Superman tight, just snug, and you're done. If this gets stuck, unscrew it a hair and it comes out. Sometimes they do get stuck in there. Now we put the plate back on, just set it down flat and unscrew it, and it snugs down and you're done. Again, doesn't have to be super tight, just so it's flat. Then you got to worry about your height. In this case, I don't want to have this shoulder cut. I just want it rounded. So I stoop way down. I'm actually down lower now and looking across this plane so I can see my height. Now remember, on this, you always want to raise the bit to where you want it to be. You don't want to drop it to its spot. Because of the threads on the bolt that raise and lower this, if I'm dropping it down and then I start it up, the vibration will tend to drop it a little bit farther. That's not what we want. So you raise it down lower than I need, and then I raise it back up to about the right height, right about, let's say about there. And then pull this out and we'll try a test cut. In this case, because it has a ball bearing, I don't need to worry about it. Let's just take a piece of scrap and see what we got. And that's about what I need. If it isn't, go ahead and play with up or down until you get it right, and then it's all set to go.